Hey everybody, here's another episode of Out for the Trash. Today we have a Lasko Cyclone fan that was out for the trash. It has a digital display and a timer, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, low, medium, high. And the first thing we did notice on it is the cord is a little bit bare here. And I thought there might have been another spot. There's another little spot like right here. I don't know what's going on, but there's it looks okay. So I've straightened this out. Let's just go ahead. All right, G Junior's going to plug it in over there, and we're going to see what happens. All right, we're plugged in. And it's completely dead. Probably the timer mechanism has gone bad in it because it's not even lighting up. Yeah, be careful there. All right, let me take and be sure that the camper has power. That's where we plugged in. We plugged it into our camper. Let me make sure that the camper has power because sometimes that GFI trips, and we'll come back. Alrighty, well, we checked for power on the camper. We have power at the camper. This display isn't heating up, coming on. So what we're going to do is we got my cheap little meter out, and we're going to, since the wires are broken right there, we're going to go ahead and check for power. We have our meter set for AC voltage 200 volts, and we're on. Right now we have 0. So now we're going to go ahead and probe these wires since it's bare. And we're not getting any power. We are not getting any power at all. We have it plugged in, no power. So that's telling me that the cord, maybe right here, that funky area I was telling about, maybe the cord is bad. Maybe that's all that's wrong with it, is the cord is bad, because we're obviously not getting any power to here. All right, and let's double check. Let's double check the meter. What we'll do is we'll sit here and we'll check for power. Yep, and the meter is working, and we have it plugged in. Let's move it into the other side of the outlet. All right, let's go back to the fan and double check it. Okay, the meter's still reading 00. See down there, look at the meter. Still reading 00. So I think we have ourselves a bad cord someplace. So we're going to see if we can scrounge up a cord, and we'll cut this and put a new cord on it and see if we can get it to work. It looks like the cord comes in and goes inside and goes on up to this. So let me cut my meter off. We're going to unplug this. We're going to see if we can find a cord to get this fan up and running again. Well, we're still searching for a cord in the stash, but this cord right here moves in and out, and there's a plastic piece in there, and there seems to be plenty of cord. So if I could get this cord to pull out a little bit farther, so then I could cut it and I could splice a new cord in without having to take the whole fan apart. And then this piece here, I'm trying to figure out how to pop this out. If I could get this popped out, then I could get the plastic piece. So I'm going to continue working on trying to get this piece out. Do you have a straight pick? Was there a straight pick? So I'm going to try to get a straight pick, see how the cord moves in and out, but it won't slide any further out. So I'm going to continue working on this. Once I figure out how this pops out, we'll come back. All right, well, this piece looked like it just was supposed to pop out, but it wouldn't pop out because it goes farther in, and then it has a piece that grabs that cord. So we went ahead and popped. There's a screw there and a screw there, and we've popped the front cover off, and now we're into it here, trying to figure out how to get the cord fished through. Right there is where the cord comes through, and it looks like it's part of, it slides in, not out. So it looks like we're going to have to pull the fan off and get to the screws to get it apart. It almost looks like, no, that's not, that hole doesn't go to the screw. So we're going to have to figure out how to get the fan blade off and pull the motor to get this piece off to get the cord to stick through farther. All right, well, we got this top cover off, and it appears that if you take the motor out, then that piece of plastic will slide in and you can get the cord out. Well, unfortunately, we don't know how this comes apart, and that hole doesn't get to the motor bolts, and I don't have any other tools here to be able to get those screws that hold the motor in. But I think I've come up with a plan. This cord right here is the power cord. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut the power cord, and the power cord comes in, wraps around, and goes up here. Then we're going to take the power cord and fish it out of here, and then we can put a new cord on it. So that's the plan. We're going to go ahead and get in here and cut the cord, fish it out through this one, and then we can still put a new cord on it. And it will be roughly, I know it's supposed to be down here, but up there will be fine. We can tie a knot in it so we don't pull on the cord and everything. So we're going to try that next to see if it we don't even know if this thing's going to work or not. All right, so we were able to get in here with the hook tool to pry up on the wire. We have it unplugged, and we're just going to go ahead and snip the wire there, and we'll snip that off there. And I'll tuck this back in. I know it looks terrible. And now I can use the hook tool well, actually I didn't even need to do that. Now the wire's there, so I can pull the wire out, and maybe I'll go up one higher. All right, there we go. So now we have the cord exiting in a different spot. So now we'll strip this wire down and see if we can find a cord that's good, because obviously there's something wrong with this cord. We don't know where. I looked at it, I don't see anything wrong, but there's something wrong with this cord. So we'll have to find another cord. So we'll strip this back and get another cord on it, see if we can get it working. We'll put the cover back on so it's safe, and I'll just tuck this back in. All right, so we were able to find this short little microwave cord. So we went ahead and hooked the black and the white up with some wire nuts so it's nice and safe. This one doesn't have a ground, so we're going to go ahead and plug it into our little blue blower. It's been hot. Let's see if it powers up now. Hey! Woohoo! There's high, there's low. Yep, and it's got a timer. So as you see, now we have power up here. We have it on high. We can set it for 2 hour, 4 hour, or 8 hour, or off. So there you go, everybody. A Lasko Cyclone fan out for the trash because it had a bad cord. So we modified it a little bit by bringing the original cord out and wiring the new cord in. And we'll take and wrap that up really good. And we have a fan, and I just tucked that back in. I know it looks terrible, but you know, hey, it came out of the trash. If we couldn't have fixed it, it was going to go in the trash. So there you go, everybody. Lasko fan out for the trash. Repaired it. It had a bad cord. We used our cheap little multimeter to troubleshoot it, and there you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You can always do that in that corner. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the videos. Please give me a thumbs down if you don't. Always like and share and comment. Alrighty, we got some bonus footage for you on the Cyclone fan. We have it on low, running, trying to keep us cool. It's really hot. So what I've done is I put my multimeter on the 200 ohm setting, and when you So this will, so when I hit this together, you can see that it drops down to complete the circuit. So I want to see if I can figure out which wire is broken, if both wires are broken or just one wire. So I'm going to wrap that wire there, and I'm going to come over here and hit this one. Okay, so that side has, you know, keeps going down. 17 keeps going up. Resistance in it. So that wire is probably good. So let's go to the other wire and wrap it around. And let's see. Nothing there. Yep, it's this wire. Well, it's, which one was I on? Okay, well, this is the wire that is broken someplace. So for ha-has, let's pull it apart a little bit. Well, actually, now let me go back to this one and find out. Okay, so the good wire is on the fat end, and the bad wire is on the other end. So this wire is broken someplace. So what I'm going to do is I have a pick tool, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pierce the wire right here. All right, now that I got the wire pierced, I'm going to go from the end to here, and it's still open. So it's most likely it is broken someplace between here and here. It's probably got a bad connection in here. Let me go down as far as I can go with the pick tool. All right. Still open. And if I touch it here, see, there's no resistance. It's so there's something wrong inside this cord end, and I don't know if I would ever be able. It's molded hard plastic. I don't know if I'd ever be able to get in here, but that's what's wrong. Something has happened between here and here that's not making connection. I'm going to get a utility knife and take this thing I'll probably have to take it over. Oh, well, maybe not. This is a pretty sharp blade. Let's just go ahead and... There we go. Well, it's still soldered right there. Was some tough plastic here. Okay, well, I just broke the wire there. Let's pierce this again. Meter's still on. Let's go from here to here. Okay, it was good there. So there was a connection failure. Right back. There's a connection failure between this wire and here. I don't understand why it's wrapped around, goes that way. All right, everybody. Well, we'll leave it at that. Something burned up in this end. So that's what was wrong with the Lasko fan. It's got a So actually we could have cut the end off right here and put a new end on, but we didn't know. I kind of, since the wires were all busted at the fan, I thought maybe that was the problem. All right, everybody. Well, there's your bonus footage. Now we know what's wrong with the cord. The cord just needed an end, but it still needed to be repaired because the two wires at the back of the unit were all stripped down to the bare wire. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching the bonus footage.